For all those people returning to this video if something bad happens to Sanji in like the next chapter to talk shit, listen to what I say besides judging my opinion off this title. Of course I'm gonna hype the fuck out of Sanji in the title, like why wouldn't I? I'm not gonna lie, what I just read in the recent chapter does not seem real to me. Oda went out his way to highlight Sanji against the top tier and paired him up with Luffy, while simultaneously made Zoro get stalled by a character we all expect to be weaker than Zoro.
And I just seen this with my own eyes. Never.
Usually it's the opposite and Sanji is in a worse situation. And Zoro's out there fighting alongside Luffy like the rooftop, for example. Not to say I'm happy with Zoro's predicament, but it's a change I never expected and honestly, I love it. Sanji and Luffy's dynamic is not something I see much of and this chapter gave me a beautiful moment. Holy shit, I'm sick as fuck. Listen, I'm gonna glaze Sanji for the next however minutes. If you ain't with this video is not for you, man. Like the glazing is going to be next level. No troll shit. You're gonna want to leave if you're not about this. I'm just letting you know. Before we go any further, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you are a Sanji fan especially, or subscribe if you fuck with me. What I'm about to do in this video is worthy of it, so make sure you do, please. Let's just continue where we left off because as a Sanji fan, this was my favorite part of the chapter. Luffy comes to the battlefield and ends up sending Saturn flying. We then get a close-up of Vegapunk and Bonnie. We come to find out Vegapunk is still alive and he says if he tries to run away with them, he will probably just die. Kizaru says a hard-ass bar to follow up with that line that says, "Yo, you're gonna be dead anyway," and charges a beam at Vegapunk. What's interesting is that Kizaru is closing his eyes before he shoots Bonnie. What y'all think the reasoning is behind this? You think his own light beam is blinding him or some shit? Beats me. Boom! He then fires his laser at Bonnie as Sanji intercepts the laser and blocks it. Firstly, I want to mention how Sanji can just comfortably intercept lasers like it's nothing. He already did it in this arc to save a Vegapunk, and now he does it again against Kizaru. I know intercepting lasers isn't the craziest feat in One Piece, but like this guy just does this shit casually. Now what makes this feat super cool is because we haven't actually seen someone block a Kizaru laser before. Hence why Kizaru made the most absurd face I ever seen him make. Yo, like when have we ever seen Kizaru make this face against anybody, bro? Like the fact that people want to downplay this and act like other people have done this don't even make sense based on Kizaru's reaction. Rayleigh didn't block Kizaru's laser. He intercepted him before he fired it and kicked his leg. There was no beam fired at Rayleigh that he stopped. Marco blocks things with his flames that keep regenerating. Sentomaru blocked Kizaru's light leg, not his beam shooting at him. In fact, he ran away from the beams. Sanji's body is this tough and he's able to negate a laser beam. Usually people use weapons to do some shit like this. Well, Sanji's body now could be classified as a weapon because he's just that strong. This feat right here is honestly going to be downplayed even though Kizaru isn't downplaying it himself and even says Sanji is defying physics. Because Sanji mentions light is nothing compared to the power of love. I'm not gonna go into the whole allegations BS. Listen, people have been calling Sanji, you know the word, like for years now. Like I'm just tired of this debate. Like I'm just tired. It's not even a debate. Like I'm just tired of it, bro. After all you see in this arc, if you think Sanji likes kids and wants to do some shit to Bonnie, that's all you. The important thing here is that we see another use and the mention of the power of love. And at this point, guys, this shit cannot be taken as a joke. This shit might actually be the strongest thing in the series. It might even be stronger than Conqueror's Haki. Yes, I know you don't like to hear that, especially if you're from a specific fan base because Conqueror's Haki is all you guys know and love. You guys, hopefully, if you've been on this channel for a long time, you know I'm a rational guy. I just don't say outlandish shit, but just listen. We get an explanation from Zombie Sanji, who honestly shouldn't even have his own will in that moment, but his ideology and his morals still prevail in that state because the power of love can overcome anything. And he tells us it's a power that cannot be judged by ordinary means. A power that makes the impossible possible. It will blow literally anything away. And this definition seems quite accurate. Sanji just defied physics this chapter. Sanji refused to hit a woman even after being turned into a zombie soldier. Sanji tanked a Seraphim using Fishman Karate like it was nothing and just stood there. And mind you, we've seen other Seraphim press a Blackbeard who was using Argument Haki to block the hit. Garp, another user of the power of love, is out here bruising Luffy with regular punches and chalks it up to the fist of love. Kuma, more recently, somehow shouldn't be alive as Vegapunk says. His body should have completely shut down and now he should be nothing but a vegetable. But he loved his daughter so much that he wanted to protect her, and as Vegapunk says, you could easily just say this is the power of love. This man defied literal death just so that he could save his daughter. Boa Hancock didn't have a crazy power of love moment that I can easily recall besides the Stampede movie, where she became the Flash to save Luffy, and it's in her character to get an insane ab to protect and fight for Luffy. We could all pretty much agree to that. Like, that's probably gonna happen if she ever seen Luffy get hurt right in front of her. As Sanji says, this power makes the impossible possible. It blows everything away, and it's starting to look like that's facts. And Oda mentioned this so many times in one arc where he actually wants to cement this as a real thing. And Sanji is going to be the biggest representation of this power. If you think about it too, it can actually be correlated to Conqueror's Haki. Garp is a conqueror, and so is Boa Hancock. And these two characters, you could argue, didn't necessarily show the most Conqueror's Haki traits that we've seen in other conquerors. I don't like to use this word, but it makes you sound like you're speaking with authority in the community. That's why pretty much everybody uses it. But I'm gonna use it. People are coping, saying Vegapunk's shoes is what allowed him to do this. 1. Sanji literally told us why he was able to do this. Secondly, one of Vegapunk's even said the Seraphim, who should have more durability than the boots, aren't ready to take lasers. Thirdly, Sanji literally lets us know his legs can withstand high temperatures now. It could be the reason why he can withstand the light's temperature. The power of love, man, this shit is no joke. At this point in the series, we are getting it fleshed out more and emphasized. Power of love Sanji can be a lot stronger than a lot of people think. I know you might not like this, you might not like the gag, or it's not even a gag, what am I talking about? But it is what it is. Like, if someone captured Nami in front of Sanji and Sanji had to go drill to save her, I swear to God, if it's not a Yonko, Admiral, or some shit, give me Sanji in 7 games. Like, I don't care who's in front of him. Bonnie, Frankie, and the others leave the battlefield while Sanji and Luffy stay to watch over Vegapunk's body and keep Saturn and Kizaru at bay. At first, and honestly I still feel like I'm getting baited by Oda, that Sanji will actually fight Kizaru. But then I seen this guy light his SIG right in front of Kizaru. When Sanji lights his SIG, he's on demon time. I'm so paranoid that I even think this is still bait even though he light his SIG. But then I seen the bars this motherfucker Sanji started spitting on Kizaru. Kizaru said, yo, I'm gonna have to bring your guy's head in for this. Then Sanji says, brother, I guess you're gonna have to write an apology letter. Like, yo, he lit the SIG and he's talking shit. Hold up, I just realized this. His eyebrow switched too. I forgot to mention that. He lit the SIG, eyebrow switched, and he's talking shit. There's no way I get baited like this, Oda. There is no way. There's no way. Right, Oda? Right? If they do fight, because yes, I have PTSD from Oda, I still don't trust them, this won't be a conclusive fight since the emphasis on this chapter was that they need to escape as soon as possible. So at most, they will clash a little bit and come to a point where Sanji and Luffy have to leave. Luffy didn't do no real lasting damage to Kizaru and he looks fine right now. So logically, Sanji shouldn't really be able to do anything to Kizaru is my assumption. He might even get bodied. All I'm looking for from this interaction is one good moment. Heck, Kizaru, attack body if you want again, man. I'm all for it because I want to see Sanji do something with the power of love again. Luffy and Sanji standing side by side while Luffy laughs in the back as Sanji talking his shit is amazing. The fact that Luffy's laughing, by the way, and Vegapunk's about to go see God, it's pretty hilarious. Usually it's always Zoro in these moments, and I still love those Zoro moments with Luffy, don't get me wrong. But it was so nice that Sanji got the good spotlight for once, man. Sanji is usually in Zoro's position right now. Regarding Zoro and Lucci, I don't know, man. I feel like that could be its own video. So that's what I'm gonna do probably. Might be after this video. Might be after a JJK video. I don't know. Oh shit, I almost forgot. That auger has some of the most fucking aura I have ever seen. He casually not giving a fuck about Saturn teleporting away, talking about we're gonna take over the world and shit. That's some real shit. That guy's cold. We get Blackbeard's lineage teased this chapter. Hey, since this arc was about Buccaneers, he could be one of those. Maybe that's why they introduced it. Katarina Devon can now shapeshift into Saturn, which, hey, they want to conquer the world, right? How do you do that? You have to overcome the guys that control it, aka the world government. All I'm saying is, Mary Jo gotta up their security because Saturn might be coming home a bit early. That's it, guys. Gonna record some more videos. For the people that are gonna get triggered for me hyping up my favorite character, brother, just there's more to life than this, man. It's not always about Zoro versus Sanji. People could talk good about Sanji and be hyped for things that you might not think is cool because Zoro has done more amazing things. You know how many comments I want to see of people saying, oh, Sanji stopped the laser beam, oh, Zoro's been doing this shit to Yonko. It's like, what, bro? Like, this, no. Bro, all I posted was a pic of Sanji and Zoro with Luffy yesterday saying these are the left and right hands of Luffy. And a guy in the comments is like, what? Sanji? All he does is block a laser. Are we saying that's a good feat? He just, well, bro, what are you talking about? I can't believe how defensive people get over this shit. I was giving Zoro some love too. See you guys soon. And yeah, catch you guys soon, like very soon. I don't know when, but hopefully, yeah, bye.